What is up, y'all? I'm back with another video, back with another daily vlog. And, today I gotta do a little bit of cleaning up with the yard and cleaning up the car and stuff like that. But I also want to discuss, as well as, some of the reasons why I became an entrepreneur and started up my own business and stuff like that. Because, other than, you know, the amount of money you can make of running your own business and taking a chance on yourself and doing things that way as well. uh, you know I had worked a 9 to 5 and everything like that. Right now I just wanted to see what was the difference of the chances of making the type of money that I could make, being an entrepreneur and going after my goals and dreams and stuff like that, than, working a 9 to 5 job. And, today was probably the biggest answer I could get. You know what I mean? I'll probably show you guys towards the end of the video, but, I don't, I'd rather not work for someone that can hand out, the checks that I just received today. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to work for them. You know what I mean? You know, if someone was working for me, the the amount of percentage that they would get off, each investment property that we do, would want you to continue to stay to work for me and not, you know, want to leave. What I received, to me, I felt like it's pretty disrespectful. You know what I mean? But that is just how things are, and I couldn't do that. I don't see anyone, especially with the time that we're in, with like in a pandemic and stuff like that, to even be able to survive off the amount I just received. Like, there's no way that you could possibly live off that. You know what I mean? What I received was something that I used to get on an hourly wage, and now to see what, a regular 9 to 5 job, to put in a few hours and receive that, is like, it just doesn't add up. I just I can't do it. You know what I mean? It's just not my preference. It's pretty much what I'm saying. So, if you are in a predicament where you're like, I believe in myself and I want to take the chance and make something happen, you put it all in, you learn and you educate yourself and do stuff like that, I would say, go try to do that. You know what I mean? Not try, or do it. You know what I mean? If you're going to make that change, do it and learn everything that you need to do to make that change, because it's just, yeah, you know what I mean? Or maybe a different job, but from what I've experienced, even if I did a different job, the result came out the same. You know what I mean? I've seen the maximum you could possibly get, um, with the type of nine to five jobs I was able to get. You know what I mean? Uh, like I said, education is important. If you wanted to get a higher paying job, you have to have a higher source of education to receive a higher earning amount. So that is another thing that you have to consider. But at least on this side, if you don't have any, you know, college education behind you, but you studied in a craft or study one thing, you could actually have, earnings of, 10,000, 40,000, 50,000, $100,000 a month type stuff if you, study just this one thing. You know what I mean? So depending on what type of business you were doing or and stuff like that. So, like I said, it's just like my thought process today was just, well, like, man, like, that don't even add up to me. And why would they even, call me in, just to do that? You know what I mean? But like I said, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But anyways, I'm getting ready to catch up and do this stuff right here, and I'll get back to you in a second. What up, y'all? So, I forgot what I was saying earlier. I had ran into some other stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. We was talking about why I started a business, why I started a company, and like I said, going through this experience, because like I said, I had gotten into a little bit of trouble, but even before then, I was just working, doing a 9 to 5 thing, and I had a good, uh, I had a good job, making good money, stuff like that, and things just start going left, and so this channel is really just how pretty much showing the early stages of thing. I'm now just getting ready to get in my first year in owning a business and starting, like I said, having this company, or a few companies actually. So, like I was saying, like, making smart decisions, doing, just working in what I have to work with, because like I said, like, I've had things put against me, like I've had hate, but now I'm getting to a different side where it's more like open public hate, you know what I mean? Like I've been the newspaper, for good things, growing up. I was newspaper a lot for like sports and football and track and baseball and stuff like that. And then, wound up in some trouble, and then now I'm in a newspaper for negative things. So, seeing the different side of that is, pretty different. But now seeing it when it comes, I wouldn't say creeping into my work area, but like, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I've just noticed, certain things, when I was working in 9 to 5, and how much money I really lost, since I had got into some sort of trouble, you know what I mean? And like, man, like, I'm talking about my paycheck cut bad, like, but there's still other options out there. There's still other things that I could probably do, and there's still other jobs that I could probably do if I was trying to, still work on that job area. It just makes it more difficult for, I would say, if I was just trying to do a job and then start up with a business, you know what I mean? I've already got the business going. I've already got a business plan. Luckily, I did that transition a lot earlier than if I was just to like say, hey, today I'm gonna start my business up. There would be no way for me to start up, you know what I mean? There would be no type of, okay, of looking down the road. Oh, well, actually, I take that back. You can do that. I could do that, you know what I mean? It's just, I tried to avoid the negative attention as much as I can, but sometimes it could be a little bit stressful, dealing with certain things. So, but at the end of the day, if you strive and do what you want to do, you actually can achieve it. You know what I mean? So, I tried showing some of what it's like to still have a 9 to 5 job and then still starting up a business. You know what I mean? Because like I've watched a lot of channels on YouTube, and there's a lot of entrepreneurs that do have businesses, but you never really see what it was like and what they had to go through. Maybe they might discuss it and talk it, you know what I mean? So I try to do as much as I can on this channel to show that, you know what I mean? Because I had a little glimpse of, me actually working at a job that I had before. I wish I had continued on showing you where I came from, where it started at, you know what I mean? Like I had started this channel at 09, you know what I mean? And then life just pretty much took on, and I was, focused on other attributes, you know what I mean? Like I was focused on other things that stir me away from, picking up the camera. I used to film before I had a YouTube channel. It was just something I used to do for fun, you know what I mean? And now I had started up a channel, except I wasn't really posting on my channel. You know what I mean? I've probably been on other people's channels when we used to do stuff, but I never saw it as a job. You know, I was so young, I never really looked into making it an actual career or doing. It was just something that I thought of doing. You know what I mean? So now that I'm older and life had some different changes, and I'm getting back to picking up the camera again, and working on different business and different businesses and stuff like that, and making something positive out of my situation that I put myself in. So, no, I don't make excuses for myself. I don't make excuses for other people's actions as well either. But at the same time, there's still a way for you to make something out of yourself, even with, what I'm saying. I'm not saying I have the worst circumstances. There's other people that have worse circumstances than I do. But, long story short, so, yeah, you know what I mean? So that's just something I just thought I would dawn on to y'all as I grow this channel. Just open eye and of not giving up, pretty much. I guess that was the whole purpose of this little, this little update vlog and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, I would say, even when it gets tough, you know what I mean? There are ways that you could navigate and make something happen, you know what I mean? So, definitely, I would do that, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I did say I would show you all this, you know what I mean? This is probably the last check I'll ever get this small, you know what I mean? I'll never, you know what I mean? Because like I said, it's also important to know your worth, you know what I mean? To know that you are valued, you know what I mean? That's something that I strongly believe. If you know your value, you know what I mean? That's pretty much another thing that encouraged me to do this, you know what I mean? To go on this path and not look back, you know what I mean? Like, other than the money, it's not even about the money, you know what I mean? I just know my value, you know what I mean? I know I'm worth than, what someone says that you're worth for, you know what I mean? So that's that for that, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, so check that out. This was just recently, so like I said, like I'm not gonna put the company out there or anything like that. It was just the hours that I had to accept, but at the same time, like I said, I know my worth, I know my value, and like I said, I've educated myself enough to know that, there's other ways to maneuver out here in the world to get what you think you're valued at, you know what I mean? Or to do things that are, you know what I mean? There's just other things that you could do, to, like I said, just maneuver out here. Like, I'm just more in shocked I've never accepted anything that's small. I'm not saying it's the amount or anything like that. It's just, I just feel like, you know what I mean? Just the amount of work that I had to do to get that, you know what I mean? It just doesn't add up. But it does add up because that's what the position was, you know what I mean? And it wasn't anything hard or anything like that. Like I said, I'm not gonna talk about what I had to do to earn that amount or anything like that. I'm not bashing anything. I understand the role, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I haven't said it. I was working for like a temp agency, so I understood the job was temporarily, you know what I mean? But man, like, I don't know. Because normally, it's just the position. I have no words to say for that, you know what I mean? It's just, I just wouldn't go that route for me. You know what I mean? If I could had, if I had a different job that would you know, be more hours, I couldn't go back. You know what I mean? I've learned too much, and I've already put too much into where I'm going now. It's like I don't see myself trying to go back to a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? I just don't see purpose of it. No, no, no. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? I would work a 9 to 5 until there's enough sitting for me to like, okay, I don't have to do this anymore. You know what I mean? And I'm like a few deals away from doing that. You know what I mean? Like one good deal that I, able to put together, then, I won't have to go back. I'll have enough to just do that full time. And that's what I'm pretty much on the verge on, you know what I mean? Like I said, I got a year in this. I've been, this whole year, I've been pretty much structuring everything, you know what I mean? Because you got to plan. If you don't have a plan, you're not gonna do anything, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, this was just an update for y'all on that. Like I said, just open thoughts, just open talk. And, oh yeah, I did get more information on my car as well too, So it turned out the car was picked up by a tow truck, like I said, and the tow truck salvaged it and destroyed my car. So, I've been paying for my second vehicle for it was actually 4 years, because I guess they had towed it in 2016. I got the date wrong. I thought they had towed it in 2015 at the end of the year, but it was 2016. So long story short, yes, they towed the car for expired tags, because I just happened to park it on the street for them to check it out, because I was trying to get rid of it anyway, and they got rid of it for me. So I was like, all right, cool. I was trying to find where they're at, but normally, like I said, you would get something in the mail saying like, oh, we got your car and this is gonna be the storage fee, which they just never did. So yeah. So anyway, long story short, that's gonna be it for today's vlog. As the journey of the entrepreneurship of this business, of this company, and just showing you guys that it pretty much don't give up, you know what I mean? Even if you were going through a situation, keep your head up. Anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Know your value, know your worth, and keep the grind on. So I will be doing more music. I'm still working on music. I had a little setback because, like I said, I did get robbed. I don't know if I told y'all that. I did get robbed. My car got robbed. Someone robbed my studio equipment. You know what I mean? That was just the oddest thing. You know what I mean? They didn't take the car. They didn't smash no windows, but they robbed my studio equipment. Luckily, my laptop was not in the car. They probably would have took that as well, too. So, you know what I mean? Like, I've been going through some real stuff lately. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, catch y'all on the next vlog.